Alright, hey, so this is my cooking video for the final project, and tonight we're going to be cooking chicken breast, and I'm going to be cooking it for my dog. So it's not going to be very flavorful, very seasoned, but it's going to be cooked to a great temperature, and I think he's really going to like it. The chicken that we have is from Save-A-Lot, and it's a boneless chicken breast tender, and it's fresh. The net weight is 1.24 pounds. So the unit price is $2.99 per pound, and the total price was $3.79. So of course you have the safe handling instructions and all that information there. And it was inspected under the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Then of course on the back, the nutrition facts and safe handling instructions, which are mandatory for these type of meats that are fresh. I'm gonna wash my hands for about 30 seconds is the time. This is to reduce the microbial contamination, make sure we don't get anything on there that we don't want to get on there. So yeah, I'm just gonna open the chicken package. And of course this cutting board is nice and washed and everything, so to further minimize contamination. And I'm going to squeeze these lemons into here. Actually, technically they're not lemons. What are they?
They're hybrids.
Hybrid lemon oranges.
Lemon grapefruit.
Lemon grapefruits. Lemonade fruits, if you will.
Okay.
Really get that in there. It doesn't really do much for the taste, but I don't know. Growing up in a Jamaican family, this is how every meat cooking session begins. So this is kind of just how I've always done it. I'm just gonna wash my hands one more time. I'm gonna set this to kind of like a medium-high temperature, and our stove kind of gets there gradually, so I'm gonna let it get there gradually. And I like to cook it at this temperature mostly because honestly, I like to get things done pretty quickly, and it also it's not bad for the chicken, I've found out. So yeah, when it's cooking, I like to kind of just like stir it around with my fork. Normally, I would season it with a lot of things like oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, curry powder, whatever I can find in the cabinet. I kind of just throw it all in together. But since it is for my puppy, and you're not supposed to give him a lot of spices, I'm just gonna leave it pretty plain.
And this is what kind of chicken breast?
So this is a chicken breast tenderloin. And I also kind of like to just like push down on it while I'm cooking to kind of increase the surface area so that it cooks a little bit faster. And also how I like to cook things, I cook them like really, really well done. Even if it's chicken, that's kind of a Jamaican thing. We don't really play around with doneness, levels of doneness. And this is chicken, so yeah, I wouldn't really play around with that. So I'm gonna wait until I see that it's like the same color all the way through, make sure there's no pinkness anymore. Because I don't have a meat thermometer, in which the TA said was okay, I'm gonna be really careful about how well done this chicken is. Alright, so we're getting a nice kind of like golden color right now, and I think that's kind of what I'm going for. Also, as you can hear, that sizzle, we're at a pretty good temperature from what I can tell. And on the inside, as we cut it, we got a pretty continuous color in there. And it's also not overcooked. I also kind of spread it open like this too, so the inside can get some direct heat there. I think he's really gonna like it. I hope so. He's gonna really like it. He eats anything. He does eat anything. So it's not much of a compliment. Alright, I don't really want to burn it, so okay. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this on. Move the burner, so burn the pan. And I'll put it on this plate here. I'm just gonna like chop it up into smaller pieces so that he can digest it. And I probably use this knife to help me out. Let me wash it because it was dealing with the raw meat. Alright, I'm gonna let that cool off a little bit, of course, but I don't want to hurt him. He's just a 3-month-old little puppy and doesn't know what human food is yet. I don't want to give him a bad experience. And so, as you can see, we still have the uncooked meat here. We're gonna put it in the lemon juice and kind of season it up a little bit to cook for tomorrow. And then we're gonna put like a plastic wrap over it and put it in the fridge for sanitary keeping and to make sure that microbes don't really start growing on there. Because the growth rate is usually between 40 and 140 degrees, and we don't want to leave it out too long, so we're not going to do that as well. And then for these, since we're not going to feed it all to him tonight, we put it in a Ziploc bag when it cools down and put it right in the fridge. So,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does the lemon do anything to the chicken?
I think that the lemon definitely sanitizes it because lemon has those type of like enzymes or whatever they're called that kind of like preserves the meat and like keeps it from getting like any kind of either microbial things or even just like food spoilage things as well. So, all right, so I'm gonna taste it just to make sure it's good for him. Yeah, that's pretty darn good for not being seasoned. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so this is the true test of whether or not it's good. We brought out Daryl. Say hi to the camera, Daryl. Okay.
Hey, Daryl.
That works too.
Come here.
He's 3 months old, so he's still very hyper and stuff.
Daryl, sit.
All right, so we've made you a new treat, and you gotta tell us if you like it or not. Ready? Good boy. Look at you sitting. All right. Oh, nope. You gotta say sit.
Sit. Paw.
Yay!
Good boy.
Right, how is it? How is it? Yeah, he's
I'm licking my fingers.
Yes.
Like, where is it? I want more.
Oh my
I want
gosh.
more.
Yes.
Sit.
He really likes it.
Sit.
So yes, I think we can call this a success. Thank you for watching.